Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. We're going to talk Raw. Sorry I missed my SmackDown review last week. I honestly didn't watch it until Sunday, so my schedule is all messed up. Let's talk about Raw. Okay, they were from Boston. I, again, missed about the first half an hour because I had hot yoga, but I did rewatch the Drew McIntyre promo. I mean, Drew's just great. He's like on fire, on fire, on fire, on fire, on fire. Um, really loved I'm curious what's going on with Damage Control. I feel like they're going to break up. I don't really know. I'm kind of like, I don't know where the storyline's going. I'm glad they're getting Lyra something to do, and I also, again, you know me, I like a storyline that is not just based on a title. I like, like storylines not based just on a title. I came in right when Cross and Authors of Pain and all of them were coming in the ring. It was a good match. Again, I'm a little confused where the storyline's going, but I'll like hang out for it. And we all know I love Scarlett, so all right, like I'll chill with it. It was a good match. Not really sure where they're going, but I'll be along for the ride for a little bit longer. Love the whole thing with Chad Gable and Otis and like, no, we're not going to help you. Curious if they will end up helping him. Curious why. I don't understand why they're going after Chad. That part of, the Wyatt Six has not been explained to me, but I guess we'll see. That Wyatt Six video. Just cinema. I mean, it was great. And then I loved when they were fading them both out. They were first talking at the same time and then they're fading so you could see them melding into one. I thought that was super cool, personally. I loved it. I thought the women's title match was good. I think, you knew Liv was going to win, but I think they actually did make Selena Vega look decent in that match and like a credible person to take on Liv. I love the whole thing with Dominic and his dad. I love that it's coming back. I think, I loved WrestleMania 39, that match, but I feel like it's been a little like, okay, well, where do they stand? What's going on? Why? Like, I don't know. I feel like continuing that feud is important. Judgment Day. Let's talk all things Judgment Day since I was talking about Dom Dom. I loved the backstage when Damien was like, well, I talked to Rhea. We know mommy is going to come back and dominate and someone's getting the crap kicked out of them. Please, WWE, for one time, I know why you don't do this, but if Rhea could just be up Dominic, I mean, because we know that Rhea could be up Dominic. I mean, like, that is a very credible, easy thing to do. Yes, I like that. I like the interactions with him and Finn. I love how it came about later during that confrontation and that thing with Seth and, like Damien only like beat him up because Finn was there. I think this was this weird, interesting thing because like, yes, they're breaking up Judgment Day. We all know that's coming. But like, what about those two relationships within there? I think they're doing a good job showing that why Damien just hasn't left them already. Like, he has these friendships, he has these relationships, and he doesn't want to leave them behind as much as he feels like he needs to go and do his own thing. I still think Terror Twins is going to be a thing. That's my prediction. I can't wait for it. If it doesn't happen, I'll be so sad. Truthfully. Let's see. Those were the big things that stood out to me. Like, the Wyatt Six promo was amazing. No surprise with Money in the Bank. We know that CM Punk's gonna come to Money in the Bank and do something to Drew. We all know. I'm waiting for it, but I can't wait to see what they have planned because point after point after point in the storyline, they have done amazing things. So like, even though I'm like, CM Punk's gonna show up and mess with Drew, I don't know how, and I'm like along for that ride, and I'm happy to be along for that ride. So that will be good. I don't know who then will win Money in the Bank, and the woman I think is like could be anyone, quite honestly. I think them teasing again SmackDown on Raw, they're really leaving. I personally think that Roman Reigns might show up at Money in the Bank. That's a me thing. maybe they'll wait until SummerSlam, but I feel like the escalation of beating up Paul Heyman just solidified to me that it would be at Money at the Bank. But I could be wrong, truth be told. Yeah, the Ray and Dominic match was great. Those two are great together. Love the little things with Liv. I mean, that whole thing is just like, so have to kiss. Can they just kiss already, though? I feel like, so you all know that my favorite girl is Lita. Like, she was my girl in the 90s and in the early 2000s. And I don't know, like, there was this build up to when her and Matt kissed on TV, and I kind of feel like that, but like a little differently. Like, I'm like, can you just kiss already? Like, can we just do this? Can we do this? Because I felt very similar during that storyline back then. Yeah, those were kind of my highlights. Happy with the men's Money in the Bank. Women's Money in the Bank is going to be really, really cool. Like, as much as I don't know who's going to win either, I feel like the talent mix in both of them is really, really good. So I'm excited to see that. And other than that, it was a solid Raw. There were a couple of times where I was like, I don't know where they're going. I also love the beating up of the tag teams. And I used to like to say about the women's match, I love Zoe Stark. Glad she's getting a little bit more moment to just shine in her skill set, because I think she is a really great talent, and I don't think she's been able to showcase that. So those are my thoughts on that. The women's tag team thing, very interesting. Curious to see where they're going with that. I just feel like with the women, like, fights were breaking out everywhere last night, or I couldn't keep them all straight. So those are my thoughts on Raw. What are your thoughts? Are you excited for Money in the Bank coming up this weekend? I can't wait to see what happens on SmackDown after what happened to poor Paul. And yeah, the Wyatt Six, like, you could just keep giving me video vignettes for forever, quite honestly. Like, I'm eating them up. I would love to see each character broken down in a vignette like that. I'm just like, I am here for it. Okay. Also, I missed the very beginning, so can someone clue me in what's going on with Michael Cole's co-commentator? Because you had The Miz last week. Like, what's going on, Pat McAfee? Is he just too busy to do these shows, or are they like permanently replacing him now with Corey Graves? Like, a little confused by what's going on there. So if someone knows, let me know in the comments, because I probably missed something in the time I was at Hot Yoga. All right. Thank you all again for hanging out with me every day, every couple days, talking wrestling, and I'll talk to y'all soon.